you want your iPad home screen to look like this or like this. I'm also going to show you how to make menus like this. Hi, so today I'm going to be showing you how to update your iPad home screen. So first of all, a couple things. The first thing is I will show you a picture of what my phone looks like, so I do this on my phone too. But the one thing to remember is that by doing this, you don't want to delete these apps, right? I just move them to another page and I'll show you kind of how I do that. And you can also hide them because now they do this thing where like when you go like this is your app library. So you can always just say hide from your home screen and you'll still have access to all this stuff. But the one thing to remember is that you're not going to get that little badge icon. So for instance, if you do this on your phone, and you get a text message, it's not going to say 1, or it's not going to say like 2, 3, 4, like you have 4 unread text messages. It's not going to say that. And so that's kind of the only downside. And it just kind of depends on if you want that or not. Now, I personally don't like badges. They really bother me. I don't like them on my email. The only one I really liked was my text messages. And then the fact that I have an iWatch, like it'll show me, like I can see right now I have an unread text message and I look at this more than my phone. And so for me personally, I didn't really care and I decided to switch everything so that my text message is cute too, basically, and I don't care about the badges. But just keep that in mind that you're not going to get those badges. So you would need to actually open up the app if it's a text message or if it's email to know if you have anything unread. Okay, so that's kind of the first thing. And then the other thing is I will share a link to where I got these. So I've made them myself before, but there are so many that I actually just bought a pack and I think it was only like $5 and there's like 120 icons. So it comes with all these icons. It also comes with extra icons, like stuff like this that you can use in Widgetsmith. So I just decided to buy one and just have it all match instead of creating my own. So that's what I did. I will share a link to where I purchased it. But yeah, this is how my home screen looks. And then this is my second screen. And then this is kind of where I keep everything else. So I usually don't even come to this page, but this is like all those apps, but they're just not cute. And so I kind of keep them here. So I will also put little timestamps so you can kind of jump around if you want to. But the things that we're going to go over is I'm going to show you just how to do a basic, how to just get, like if you just have one, let's see, like this one right here for me is Procreate. So I just click this, it opens Procreate. So I'll show you how to do that. I'll show you how to do Widgetsmith, which is these. I'll show you how to do some of these other ones that I use too, and then how to do those, and then how to do a menu where I can click on goodnotes and it's going to open up all these and I've added my own stuff. So if I click on goodnotes, it's going to take me straight to my planner. And I've set that up so that it'll go right to my planner. And I've like kind of just, you just kind of create menu, right? So I have a create one and this will open up Procreate, photos, all that kind of stuff. I have utilities that opens up notes, reminders, and you can add to it. And even if you add to it later on, it automatically goes on here. You don't have to like redo your home screen. Okay, so let's go through and show you all that. So first step would be to choose your pictures. So I do have pictures in here. Let me go to my not Pinterest. Let me go to my Photos app. So I have these. I just did these. I just want them to be different because I don't want to get confused. So these are the ones that I used for my phone. So I just downloaded these and we're going to get started. Okay, so we're going to first go to the shortcuts. And like these are all the shortcuts I have. Okay, so to open up a basic app, so let's do something like YouTube. You're going to click this plus button here and you're going to do open app right here. Now, if for some reason it doesn't show up, or if you're on your phone, when you're on your phone, because it's not as big of a screen, it's just going to show like this part. And sometimes it doesn't have everything. So you can also just I just type in open and then it'll come up. So click open app. And now you can see, I'm going to zoom in a bit. It says open app and this is kind of highlighted. So you're going to click that and you're going to choose the app you want. Okay, so I'm going to type in YouTube and click that. I do like to then come up here and change this. It's not necessary, but when you start getting a lot of shortcuts, there can be a lot, and sometimes if you want to edit one, it just gets confusing. That I just like to come over here and I like to just rename it. Sorry, I should have showed you. Oh, it's already, I already have a YouTube. So I'm just going to call it YouTube test, okay? But you could just call it whatever you want. And to do that, I just clicked this arrow and I just did rename. Okay, so now I have it and it's going to open YouTube. Now you can also, if you want to test it, you can push this play button and it's going to open YouTube. It'll basically like run a test of it, okay? But once you've done that, then you're going to click this little out arrow, this up arrow, and then you're going to say add to home screen. And it's going to pull up this right here. So a couple things you can do. If you don't want to do the image thing, you don't have to. You can just choose a color. So you can choose this and you can go through here and there's probably like a TV one, like here kind of looks like a TV, and you could add that to your home screen. Okay, or you can click the photo. So you click a photo, I'm going to say choose photo, and I'm going to go through here and I'm going to try to find the one that looks like YouTube. So the YouTube one is right here. So I'd click on it, I'd say use, and it looks like this. Now here, this says YouTube test because I tested it, but if you renamed it, it'll say whatever you renamed it, or you can click on it and change it to something else. And then I'm going to say add. And now it's added to my home screen right there. So now you can move it to wherever you want, but when I click on this, it's going to open up my YouTube. Okay. So that's how you do a basic one. I'm going to go through one more just to kind of show you, and then we'll go through the menu. Okay, so again, you're going to open app, click on your app, and we will do maybe camera. Okay, I'm going to click that arrow and click rename and do camera, call it camera test. Okay, then I'm going to click this out arrow, click add to home screen, click the image if you want the image, choose my photo. The fun thing about this is you can do whatever you want. If you want to do like a cupcake, you could do a lamp. Okay, so I'm going to do a lamp. And then if you want to change this, you can always change it to whatever you want. So you're just kind of clicking right underneath. It's kind of hard to see because this is my my home screen wallpaper, so that's what it's showing me. If your wallpaper is a different color, you'd be able to see it better, but you can see where it says camera, so you can just click on that and edit it. You could even do a like emoji, so we'll just do a plus button there. Okay, and then I say add. And now right there it added it, and now it will open up my camera so I can take a picture if I want. Okay, so that is how you do simple one. Now let's go through and show you how to do a menu. Okay, so we're going to open up shortcuts again. I'm going to, you know what, I'm going to delete these real fast, and I want to show you how to delete it too. So to delete one of these, because if you click on this arrow, it's going to open it up. To delete it, you actually hold it, and then you can delete it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to click this plus button. Now the one that I need is not, it doesn't ever show up, at least for me. So I always have to type it in, and I just type in menu. So type in the word menu and these two pop up. You got choose from menu and you have choose from list. Okay, and we are going to do choose from menu. Okay. So now we have this menu here, and these are going to be the things you want to open. So let's say we're going to do, I'm going to do a couple. So let's do utilities, and then I want to show you GoodNotes because GoodNotes is a little more confusing. I had to kind of play around with GoodNotes, but let's say we're going to do utilities. So here I'm going to type in utilities. Okay, so we'll type in utilities. Again, I would come up here and I would change this just so I can find it easier later on. Test. Okay. And now you have this 1, 2, and you can just keep adding stuff. Okay, so for number 1, I'm going to do calculator. Okay, and we'll just do a few. You'll get the hang of it. Calculator, and we'll do clock, and we'll do, let's do mail. Okay, so if you don't need one, you just delete it. And if you need one, you just add it. If you need to rearrange them, there's these little things over here, so you can just grab it, rearrange it. So maybe we want mail first. And then down here, you notice it says mail, calculator, clock. And if I rearrange them, it's also going to rearrange those, okay? So now all this is doing is this just has our menu. These are not linked to anything. So now you need to find the open app again. So you'd come over here and you would do open app. I'm going to zoom out a bit, sorry, just so you can see what just happened. Okay, so I click here. Again, if it's not showing up, just type in open app, and there's open app, and I'm going to click it, and it went right here to the bottom. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab it and I'm going to drag it under mail, because I need to tell each one of these menu items what to do. So I need to tell this mail one to open mail. I need to tell the calculator open the calculator. Okay, so then you would just do that same thing you did before. Click on the app and click on mail, and now it's going to open mail. Okay, then again, you could go back here, you could click open app. You can also duplicate this by clicking on this arrow. So if you hold it down, you could say duplicate, and then you can go right here, click on it again, hold it down, say duplicate, and then I'm going to put it behind here. So make sure you're putting it underneath the app that you want to open, and then change it. So this one's calculator. So I'm going to type in calculator. This one is clock. So I'm going to type in clock. And now I have my menu, okay? So now we're going to click the out arrow again and say add to home screen. I'm going to choose a picture. And for these, I usually just choose one of the things. So I usually will try to find either the clock or the calculator, something that will help me remember what it is exactly. She has really cute ones. Also, she has a Bible one, so that's what I use for my Bible apps. I'm going to do the calculator. So here's the calculator. I'm going to say use, and now you can change this, and then you can just say add. Okay, so now it added it right there. And now I'm going to click on it, and there it is. It says mail, calculator, and clock. And now I can just open up calculator, and it opens up calculator. I can click this, I can say clock, it'll open up the clock. Okay, so that's how you do that menu. Now let's do a GoodNotes menu. So let's see, my GoodNotes, I have it open up just all my main stuff. So I always do just GoodNotes. So if I just want to open up GoodNotes, and then I do my planner, my stickers, my prayer, my Bible study, scripture memory, and then I have like a scrapbook. So those are the ones I do. Okay, so we're going to go back to shortcuts. If you're on this page, just go back to your main page, and we're going to click add, and we are going to type in menu, choose from menu. I'm going to call this GoodNotes. Okay, we'll rename this test GoodNotes. Okay, and so for number one, and of course you can always just do emojis too if you just want to do emojis. So I'm going to open up GoodNotes. I'm going to open up my planner, and I will open up my Bible study notebook. Okay, we'll just do a few. Okay, so we have those three. Okay, so we're gonna have it open up GoodNotes, just the app by itself, and then we're gonna have it open up specific apps that I have. So first I'm gonna do open app, and that one I'm just gonna do it one time, and that's just gonna be for GoodNotes because I just need it to open up the GoodNotes app. So do GoodNotes. Okay, now for these, because they're specific notebooks, I can't do open GoodNotes because it's not going to, it's just gonna open up that. Okay, so we're gonna go to this side, and I'm going to type in GoodNotes. Okay, so you see it's coming up right there. So I'm going to click on that. And now all these options come up. Okay, and then if you go down here to other, here are some of my documents. Now this is kind of the trick that I found, is that not all of your documents come up. So I'm going to show you kind of what you do. But first, you can see the ones that do pop up. So 2025 is my current planner. So I'm just going to click on that. And now you can see that popped up. So that I'm going to put that right under planner. You can also see that my Bible notebook is not here. So what I'm going to do, the trick that I found, is to actually open up GoodNotes and open up the notebook you want to have. So because I want this one, I want this Bible notes, I'm going to open it up, and I just kind of scroll through it. And now I'm going to go back to things and see if it's going to pop up. I know that's kind of silly, but that's kind of the trick that I found to make it work. See, now popped up right here, Bible Notes. So I'm going to click Bible Notes and I'm going to drag it right under my Bible study notebook. And now I have my GoodNotes stuff. So I'm going to click the out arrow, do add to home screen, do a picture. We will choose pie, okay, and add. So now it's at my home screen. Okay, so we're gonna click it and we're gonna go to GoodNotes, and now it's just opening up all my documents, okay? Then if we click it again, I'm gonna click Planner. It is going to open up my planner. Okay, so that is how that works. So that is how to make menus and all that. I prefer that rather than, I used to do a lot of these. So that's the other option. If you have a bunch of stuff, you can always do stuff like this. You could also make one called GoodNotes, and you could do one for each of your journals, right? So you could do one for your planner, one for your Bible study notebook. You do the same concept. You would just make these single ones, and then you could put it in a folder if you want to do it that way. But I've kind of preferred lately just being able to click it and have just this easy menu. It means less apps, and I know I've liked it. Okay, so that is how you do that. Now we're going to do the widgets, okay? So some of these widgets are just very basic that I use. So just put your finger on the screen, hold it down until everything starts shaking. And then you're going to click this edit button and do add widget. And you can do a bunch of different widgets. The ones I like that are from Apple, I like the calendar. And so the one I have is like the big one, but it basically will just give you your whole schedule. So that's one I use a lot. The other one I do is Notion. And I do either one of these favorites. And then obviously when you're in Notion, you would make certain pages your favorites, but I do these favorites so I can just click on movie collection, my business, and meals and recipes, and it'll just take me to that Notion like journal I have. You can also just do one. So this one just takes me to my meals and recipes right in Notion, and I can just like get started on cooking. So that's how you do those. And then the other one I use are these, and this is with an app called Widgetsmith. So let's pull that up. So here's what Widgetsmith looks like. I do not pay for it. So it's free. Maybe there's a paid version. I think there is. It says premium. I don't use that. So I just use the free version. So there's small widgets. I have a lot of small, medium, and large widgets. Basically, you just choose one. So let's add a medium widget. And you come to this screen and you would choose photo. Choose from photos. And let's say we're going to maybe use maybe I'll do a cute picture. I mean, you can even do a Bible picture. There's so many different options. So let's say I'm going to do my Bible, okay? I'm going to zoom in like this, and then I'm just going to click save. Now, when you click save, you want to remember what number it is. So over here, it says medium 11. Because then when you come here, you hold down the page, click on edit, click add widget, and I'm going to type in Widgetsmith. Okay, and then I'm going to do a medium because that one was a medium. So make sure you're doing the right one. Do medium, and then you remember what number it was. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to go down to 11. And now it's going to show that picture that I had. Okay, so it's so simple. That's literally how you do it. We'll do a small one, and then that'll be it. So for small, you click add small widget, go to photo. I do think they have other things, like they have themes. Again, some of them might be, like I think they have other stuff like, yeah, you can do music, you can do weather, that kind of stuff. But when you're on, I just like to do photos. So choose from photos. I'm going to do this cute one that came with the pack. Click save. And this is a small widget, and it's a small number 19. So I'm going to come here, hold my finger down, do edit, add widget. Can just scroll down to Widgetsmith, and I'm going to do a small one. And it's just usually going to just choose one. And so just click on it. Now you have to be edited still. So to still be like, so if you accidentally got out, it's just, if you click on it, it's going to open up the app. So make sure you are in that edit mode. And now you can click on it, and I can scroll down and do small 19 and click done. And now I have the small widget. Okay, so that is how you edit your home screen. And then here is this home screen I was going to show you guys. I just have a few, say like I have an important one. I have my GoodNotes. And the nice thing is if you need to edit, I think I mentioned this, but if you need to edit your shortcuts, you can come here and you can see test GoodNotes that popped up right here, utilities test. So it pops up because I have iCloud on. It's going to pop up on my other devices. Now, obviously the home screen's not, so none of those things I made on here are, but I can at least come here. And if I wanted this one on this screen, I could just click this and just, it's already done. I could just click this and do add to home screen, and I could, choose the photo and quickly add it to the home screen. And then same thing if I decide to change, if I have it on both home screens, like, so this one is GoodNotes. This one is the same as this GoodNotes here. You can see, so if I change it on one of these and I say, okay, now I'm using a different planner and I change the planner, it's going to change it on both devices, which is really nice. So that's kind of how I do it easily so that my phone, my iPads are all kind of synced up with the same menus, if that makes sense. But anyways, I hope that was helpful.